Hello and welcome to this short video on educational video production. In this video we want to examine the definition of educational video and see if we can develop it a little further. Now, in previous videos we've seen there's an educative effect, which is the result of entertainment video which relates to informal learning. We've seen that educational video relates to a specific course or a specific learning objective, and we also saw from DeLuca's work that one branch of educational video is instructional. Now, the question we want to ask in this video is, are there any other kinds of educational video which may not be instructional? Now, to do this we're going to have a look at the literature, and one of the first pieces of work we're going to look at is this by David Buckingham, Graham and Sefton Green. In their work they make a fundamental distinction between teaching through media and teaching about media. Now, if we apply that to this instance, you can see that here we're teaching you through video, but we're also teaching you about video. So we have quite a mix of things going on in this particular video sequence. Now, one of the studies that Buckingham, Sefton Green and Graham actually looked at was involving a number of students, and now they produce video. They worked with 5 staff and 17 students to produce a video about rap music. From their study of working with students producing video, they came to one of the conclusions that said ultimately they had no doubt that all the students learnt from the course, both positively and negatively. Not just about how to make a video or record a track, but also about how to work in a group. So one of the benefits of a video production activity is that we don't just learn the technical skills, but we learn other skills. Things like scripting, editing and working with other people that are transferable to other areas. Now, David Gauntlet is a professor who's also worked with students producing video. He worked with children in Leeds in the UK to gain an understanding of children's perceptions of the environment by getting school children to make videos about the environment themselves. Now, one of the things that Gauntlet sees in this is not just the videos that the children made about the environment at the end, but he also examined the process of video production that the children went through and what they gained from it. He said that the video production process is used in this study as an alternative way of studying children's media consumption and readings. And in his summary of the study, he writes that children are far from being simply passive or reactive to the mass media. So Gauntlet uses video production activity with children to examine their understanding of the environment and how that related and connected with the mass media. Now, other studies have also been done. The Video Culture Project involves students in Germany, the UK and the USA. It produced 36 videos on a range of different topics and using different styles. In writing about this work, the authors said that when asked, some of the young people preferred open productions to closed ones. That is, if the message was too unambiguous, bold and simple, and did not leave enough space for self-made descriptions of meaning, these young people often expressed disapproval. So they found that students preferred video that was open to different interpretations and that leads to discussion, rather than closed video which tells you something or may have no other interpretation. They also went on to write about another finding which said that a comparative evaluation of 3 film interpretations showed that girls are more likely to develop emotional access to video films, whereas boys put more emphasis on formal aspects. Now, their study goes on to illustrate a number of other points. But in their summary, they write that media educators and youth workers need to support and encourage youth media production activity that nurtures and nudges youths to learn about themselves, others, and differential modes of communication. So, from the Video Culture Project, Niacito and his colleagues are encouraging others to work with groups of students on video production activities towards a variety of learning aims and different ends. So how can the research papers we looked at here help us in developing our definition of educational video? Well, it helps us in expanding different areas that may fall within educational video production. Educational video as a very broad area relates to a specific course or specific learning objective. But within that, we can have instructional video, which may be used for demonstration or to illustrate a procedure. We may produce a drama, which is open to different kinds of interpretation, which we can use to stimulate discussion, or which may be an illustration of an aspect of education. We may use video to produce supplementary materials, which are additional to other learning materials, or we may be able to use video or video production as a research tool to explore people's understanding via process or experience review. Now, one of the areas we've marked here is supplementary video, and that relates to the work of Larry Cuban. And that's the theme that we're going to pick up in the next video in this series.